How'd you get started in CrossFit?
I actually got started when I had my last baby. Just got started just to get in shape.
Oh, cool.
So, and then eventually it became a lifestyle.
Okay.
Fitness comes in all shapes and forms, but there may not be another workout lifestyle regimen that has been so polarizing for the past 20 years. Founded in 2000 in Santa Cruz, California, CrossFit has received positive and negative attention from multiple sources. On the surface, CrossFit seems to be a fitness program for the elite athletes. But we think there's a lot more to the story. So we've asked two CrossFit enthusiasts, a business owner, and a CrossFit competitor about their relationship with the sport and how it appeals to the masses and not just the elite few.
But how did you get into wanting to own a gym? What led you to that?
So I'm a physical therapist as well, right? High school athlete, played, sports, everything you can imagine, and I just wanted to see people kind of achieve whatever their potential is, right?
So, you started after the baby, but what made you stay? What kind of kept you in this?
I've always been an athlete, so being able to have that competitive drive and to put that into the workouts is what kind of kept me driven.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's why I love it.
In physical therapy, people got knee injuries, shoulders injuries, and they always said, man, I don't know how to get back to being in shape, or I've gained too much weight during the holidays, right? Which we all do, right?
We all do.
We all do. And so finally I said, how can I help people? Got to talking to certain people. Obviously, this is a growing area in the Bishop Arts District, and started it. Started with like 5 members. We're close to 100 members now, and our biggest thing I tell everybody is we have a great community. Like when you walk in, you feel welcomed. You don't feel like an outsider. We don't have cliques here,
Things. I feel like CrossFit is great because it kind of builds that team support, what kind of pushes you more. Like, you think that actually helps you, just the whole environment of CrossFit?
Oh, for sure. Like it just, if I were to go out and work out by myself, I'd be like, I'm gonna do this and fiddle around. But you actually have a program. You know what you're gonna come in here and do. You have people that you can compete against. You push yourself. You do things in here that your mind doesn't believe that you can do, but then you do it, and you're like, oh my God, wow.
Yeah. And you think, is that because you?
So, what about food? Do you talk about diet inside the class, or do people ask you about it? How do you deal with that?
That's great. And I'm gonna promote one of the nutrition people we use. They're called Adaptive Nutrition with Tyler and Key out of CrossFit 2 and 4. We know a little bit about nutrition, right? We like to keep in shape, but the best thing is, what I always recommend is go to a specialist, right? If you need physical therapy, go to a physical therapist. If you need a physician, go to your physician that's needed. The same thing with nutrition, right? If we want to eat a certain way, we want to know how food reacts to our body, go with somebody that knows, the most in depth.
So I know that you compete a lot, right? And so, I follow you. You also win a whole lot too. What so far has been your favorite competition in CrossFit that you competed in? And whether you win or lost, whatever, like what's been your favorite so far and why?
I will have to say Wadapalooza.
Okay.
I did that last year in Miami.
Okay.
It was an experience.
Tell me about that.
You think that you're this badass, because you win and win and win, and then all of a sudden you go somewhere that's like set this challenge for you because you're doing things, or I did things there that I've never done before.
Wow.
And so.
Like what? Like what? Tell me.
Like swimming in the ocean.
Oh, okay.
For one.
Okay.
Swimming in the ocean. Swinging from rings that are like, so high, they're like blowing in the wind.
Really? Okay.
So it was just a different experience. Plus, a lot of the actual you know, the elite CrossFitters were actually there. So
Okay.
you're just like, wow, I've seen you on
Okay,
TV.
so they were
like,
they're
I wanna
competing.
be here one day.
They were competing too, also.
Yes.
Okay, wow, that's awesome.
That's right down the street. Still.
It's like a block away,
Yeah.
right? The one thing that people don't know about CrossFit or may not know is you always have a coach, right? So again, and all of our coaches are certified or licensed to CrossFit, right? That ensures that we know how to do the proper movement. You're going to be safe. And the biggest thing is we say we're a coaching facility, which means if you walk in and you say, Alex, I want to put on 10 pounds of muscle,
Right.
cool, that's what we want to do. Or you say, Alex, I want to lose 100 pounds. A lot harder, right? That's a lifetime commitment,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
we're here. We're
Right.
here to help you out with that.
Okay,
So we
good.
have every option possible, but like I said, we thankfully have had a great turnout. We have to move to a bigger space.
So, and what would you tell someone, what advice would you give someone that wants to start out with CrossFit? Someone that thinks about, maybe they want to do it, but they're afraid, you know, they're a little nervous. What kind of advice would you give to someone who wants to step out into this CrossFit world?
Gotta go for it. You know, you gotta get your, first thing is you gotta get your feet in the door.
Okay.
Once you do that, you know, it's scary for people at first because they think, they hear a lot of things, oh, I'm gonna get hurt, or, you know, maybe I need to, you know, work out on my own and get in shape before I start this. But really, CrossFit, there is always modifications for you. You're always, you know, you have to take steps to get to where you're going. And I think that's like the biggest thing for like life situations and workout too is it's steps you have to take.
Jelani, that was excellent. Tell me, what did you learn?
There's a lot to learn, right? The business minds behind CrossFit, they seem to be really community oriented, right? They seem to really want to bring people into their CrossFit and make it a community place.
Right. You know, what I really appreciate is how CrossFit is really about team building. It's really about giving people programs to turn them into really good athletes.
Right. And those same programs actually make it less daunting for people to walk into a CrossFit, because I think that's what we see the most often. People are scared to walk into the CrossFit right before they actually start to work out.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you notice that what they've emphasized is how CrossFit really pushes you. It seems to really push you past the limitation that you thought you had, and to really make you do things that you thought you never even could do before.
Right, it's a double-edged sword,
Right.
right? Because you can get injured that way. However, you can get injured doing any fitness journey.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't necessarily say CrossFit is more dangerous. I would just say that it's something that pushes people to the limits.
Exactly, and I think it's really important just to remember that when you walk into these CrossFit gyms to exercise proper form, also to, you know, in case you have any medical issues, to get permission from your doctor also too, prior to starting CrossFit.
Right.
What has CrossFit done for you, like mentally, psychologically, maybe even spiritually? Describe that for me.
I would say for mentally, you know, it's definitely made me a stronger person.
Okay.
You know, it makes me like deal with things in life differently, like because it makes me realize like you can't give up on the little things. Like you have to keep pushing through.
That's awesome.
So for me, it's like faster, stronger,
Yeah.
you know, bigger person.
Yeah.
You know, you just become this like mentally stronger, not just physically.
Okay, that's awesome. So